Hi there, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name's Jenny and this is the Darkest Light Oracle. We are going to be doing a tarot reading today for the sign of Gemini. So we have got a whole lot of cards flipping out here. So if you are sun, moon, or rising sign in Gemini, then there may be a message for you here today. So we are going to just jump right in today and get the reading going. All right. Ooh, we've got 2 8s showing up right away in the past. Interesting. Okay. So we have got the 8 of Swords, the Strength card, which is also an 8, and the 2 of Wands. So in the past, I feel like you were doing some work. Oh, and the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That's you. Interesting. So in the past, I feel like you were really working on freeing yourself from your own limiting beliefs, right? We have got 2 8s actually. So, this 8 of Swords is all about those limiting beliefs. How your thoughts or what you think about yourself, what you think about a situation. This is also those patterns that we have, right? That we ourselves somehow created. All of the, whatever these things are for you, you recognize them and you were like, this isn't working for me anymore. And so that's where this Strength card comes in, right? You had to get the courage, you had to dig deep, find the strength. First off, to admit that you were hurting yourself in this way. And then secondly, to overcome it. And I feel like it worked for you because then we've got this 2 of Wands. So you were also in this stage of planning. So I feel like whatever it was that you were planning for, whatever you wanted to do, you really just needed to change your mind, right? And allow yourself to take those next steps. You did that, right? I feel like you did that. And now we're in this place where we've got some mixed energy, more symbolism with the numbers. We've got 9 of Cups. We've got the Empress, which is number 3, and the 3 of Swords. So I just want to call this out here. We've also got 2 9s. So we've got another 9 in our future. So those numbers are 8, 3, and 9. So if any of those numbers resonate with you, lucky number, life number, even, any combination of those, like say even 3, 8, 9 makes me think of somebody who is born March 1989 or the 3rd 1989, right? Or any combination of those numbers. Use it how you see fit. But that is going to be confirmation for somebody that I am talking to them. But that being said, let's move on to our present. So we've got some mixed energy here. So we're going to talk about these two. Whatever it is, you brought this into your life. You are proud that you have made it this far. You are proud that you were able to do these things. The Empress is all about birthing something, right? So, maybe you created a business or maybe you, took a class, right? And it really was something that was important to you. It was close to your heart. You did it, right? So you've got this 9 of Cups. This is all about doing something that is very emotionally fulfilling to you. And once it's finished, you feel very proud of it. And then with this Empress though, there is an aspect of love to it, right? Something that you really love, that really you enjoyed. Maybe it was, something that you're passionate about. But those 2 cards together are really beautiful. And then we've got it paired with this 3 of Swords. So as beautiful as all of this is, and as much as you know that this is an accomplishment, there is an aspect of it that that is heartbreaking somehow. Or it could be too, because sometimes this card has to do with healing a heartbreak, right? So maybe there's something about this that even though it's good, maybe it is, reminiscent of something that hurts your heart, or of some past pain or past trauma that is still underlying, right? So there's something here that is coming up to be healed, which is interesting because maybe it's kind of a shout back to these things that are holding you back, right? Maybe you've come a long way from where you were, but maybe, now something is coming up and you're like, you know what? Maybe I'm not. Maybe this isn't done. Maybe I'm not over this, whatever. Maybe there's something here to be analyzed. But we've got some good, solid energy in our future. Whatever this is, you're going to be really, I feel like, pushing through these fears and through these hurts to come to a much better place. We've got the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. So both of these cards are good news, right? Good news about money, career, finances. Could be anything physical in your life, like actual properties, cars, physical things, even people or relationships. But I feel like whatever this is, you're getting good news about it. But I feel like whatever it is that you've started, we're still kind of in the beginning stages. We've got this page here, and page is all about youthful, right? Youthful energy, youthful enthusiasm. So whatever it is, we're still in the beginning stages. And the Knight has to do with the actions, the actions that are moving it forward. Since they're both Pentacles, this is a slow moving energy. So this is going to be something that you have to keep putting those actions in, right? And the fact that we're just in the beginning, I feel like we've still got a lot of work to do, right? But these are good cards. I feel like you are going to continue to put the work in, and I feel like, so both of these cards, let me put them up again. Both of these cards are holding out a pentacle, right? So I feel like as you go through this journey, you are going to continue to get these opportunities handed to you, right? So maybe you just finished a class. Maybe part of the heartbreak is you did this, maybe you did something for your business. You took a class, you started a business, whatever, and it's taking it a little while to get off the ground, and you thought it was gonna go up. You thought it was gonna be a running start, and it wasn't, right? Maybe that's the heartbreak. Well, then, in the future, you've got now another opportunity, right? Some opportunity is handed to you. Maybe if you do this, or maybe if you try that. And so I feel like there's going to be multiple times where that's going to happen. And so slow and steady, you are going to be taking these steps, and each step will get you closer and closer to your goal. That being said, we've got this type of energy on top of it, right? We've got this Nine of Swords energy. So there is an element of worry, right? An element of fear and anxiety, of being kept up at night thinking and overthinking about the situation, right? Maybe the opportunities are slow and steady, like this pentacle energy, right? So you're like, when is that next opportunity, right? When is the next this, when is that coming? And, so there's this element of overthinking that also is here. So very interesting, Gemini. So I'm going to take a couple challenge cards here, but I do also want to say that if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. If you want to like this video or comment, all of these things help the channel. I really appreciate it. So thank you. So let's get into these challenges because they're deep. They're deep challenges. So we've got the Fool and the Seven of Pentacles. Lots of Pentacles. This really feels like a work situation or a money situation. The first one, we're going to do this one because it's going to be easier. We've got this Seven of Pentacles, right? This is slow moving energy. This is, patience, right? And this also has to do sometimes with perfection, right? You want everything to be just right. And unfortunately, life, humans, all of it is perfectly imperfect. That I feel like that is the challenge, is that, it's slow, it's imperfect. It's a lot of work, right? There's a lot of waiting. And when you think about gardening, right, there's a lot of planting and then watering and then waiting and all of those things. So that is the challenge, paired with the Fool energy. So the Fool is all about having the courage to start something new, having the courage to take the leap. I feel like, especially when I see these cards in your future, right? These new opportunities, whatever it is that you started, there's layers to it, right? So each step is another layer. And I almost feel like there are going to be multiple times where you've got this Fool energy, right? So now you've taken the class, right? Well, now what do you do with it, right? Now you've, started the business. What's the next step? It's another cliff to jump off of, right? Another time to have faith, have hope. And that's the challenge, is each time you have to muster up that courage to really just jump into the unknown. And I feel like with this situation, you're having to do this time and time again. And yeah, okay, so the first time or two, it worked out okay. Maybe there was some things that weren't exactly perfect, but it worked, right? You're still doing it. There's still elements of it where you feel like you're moving forward, but now you've got to do it again, right? So I feel like that's part of it. So there is some interesting guidance here. So we've got the World. So for someone, this World card is going to mean to take something to the internet, right? If this is a business that is a brick and mortar business, right? Maybe it's time to get a website and or a social media page. Get your name out there more. Put your things online so that people can now buy your products online. If your physical store is slower, right? Maybe you can sell more product by putting a website up. That being said, if your store is doing well and you're looking to expand, maybe that's what this World card is. The other element of this World card that I feel like I need to talk about is that this is a lesson, right? You are learning a lesson, and we've got the World is the end of the major arcana. The Fool is the beginning. So there is an element of both endings and beginnings. So there are lessons that you have learned, things that are completed. And I feel like that is saying to use that knowledge as you go into the next step, right? It's time to learn the next lesson. In order to do that, you have to make the leap, or you'll be stuck stagnant in this same spot. And then there's this card, right? I feel like this one is two-parted. Number one, what's the right word? Vigilant, weary. I don't know. Be careful of other people, right? I'm getting that this card is the deception card. And I feel like since it came up in your guidance, there is something that you need to be careful for. There is maybe some secrets that you don't know about. Maybe there's some people that you've been working with that you kind of are like, I don't know about these people. And so just keep an eye on them, right? I feel like there is maybe a snake in the grass somewhere around, and this card is telling you to be careful because they do not have your best interest in mind. The other thing about this card is it's time to plan things out. It's time to get tactical, right? If you're hesitant to take the next step, it may help to plan things out. Like Geminis are super smart, right? We're air energy. We can plan things out, whether that is making a list of pros and cons, feeling very sure before we take that next step, whatever it is that you need to do, it's time to think it through, make a plan, and then go ahead and take the next step and feel as confident as you can stepping into the unknown because you did your research and because you made your plan. So, all right, Gemini. Wow. That was a big reading. There was a lot of energies flowing in this reading. I feel like there is something major happening in your life right now. So I hope that you were able to get something out of this. If you did, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, all of those things. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.